This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen, KOLLIN.com. This is about emotional fulfillment. This is to help women understand why men just don't get it. And this is the most important. I'm skipping ahead. There's so much more. Normally, I do this whole buildup that takes hours to teach each little piece to understand why men don't get it and what's missing in relationships between men and women. So here's what's going on. The way a man opens up to his heart is literally in the opposite way a woman opens up to her heart. So, women, you know this. First, a woman connects mentally through logical communication. How old are you? Who are you? Where are you from? Where did you go to school? Did you go to college? What college? How much money do you make? It's all surface, logical, safe information. Well, this is like a lockbox. So you connect mentally. So draw a string from forehead to forehead, okay? So back, make a mental connection. So now you're connected on some level. And so your shield is up emotionally. So your heart, your emotions are safe. So you get to know it might take 5 minutes, 15 minutes, might take hours, might take a couple dates, maybe even more. But eventually, this box is Mother Nature built into women a safety lockbox. And once that's filled up, it pops open and you drop down and then you connect emotionally. Now you're trying to get to know him for who he is on an emotional level, who he really is on the inside. Now, ladies, you understood what I just said, but men are going to be like, sure, they heard the word and understand me on the inside, but that part, are they talking about inside what? Inside you, the real you within you. Now, ladies, this is something I teach to men in the course in depth, okay? So I'm just going to talk to women for right now. Men, buy the book, take the course, hire me one-on-one if you really want to understand this, okay? So for now, ladies, here's what happens. The way you receive emotional fulfillment is first through mentally stimulating, logical, safe communication, okay? And once you connect and fill this lockbox up, it pops open and you drop down and connect emotionally. Now there's like this big empty bowl. And what men don't understand is they have to communicate in the right internal, emotionally fulfilling language to fill this bowl up with words and meaningful communication. Now, right there, men are like, meaningful communication? Because it's not meaningful, and here's why. The male mating system is connected to the optic nerves, which are connected to his eyes. Here's what you have to understand. The female mating system is in the same place, but you have a nerve that breaks off to your right brain, the right communication processor. So what happens is suddenly words, when it comes to love, have a completely different meaning and are felt and experienced differently for women, and that's called emotional fulfillment. So you receive emotional fulfillment through the emotionally fulfilling right brain language, whereas men are trying to be logical, they're trying to impress you, and this is why men buy you $100 of roses, long stem roses, $250,000, $1 million diamond ring, $2 million diamond ring, a Ferrari, $1 million home. And women are like, well, that's nice, but that's not emotional fulfillment. That's not, here's what women will say. That's not meaningful. Okay. Sorry, one of my friend's kids is over there. And so, guys, when the women say, well, that's nice, but that's not love, that's not meaningful. So, ladies, when a guy buys you a rose and a flower and gifts and he's giving it to him, he's expressing deeper meaning in the emotionally fulfilling meaning in the male way. The problem is you can't receive that emotionally fulfilling, meaningful experience the way he's feeling it if he doesn't communicate it and make that connection to that gift. All right? So this is probably what's going to help you more, and I go more in depth in the books. But for right now, here's what's going on. When you make love to your husband and he has an orgasm, that's the way men open up to their heart and they receive, now he doesn't use this word, but emotional fulfillment. So here's what happens. There's a chemical called oxytocin. And after he has an orgasm, what happens is oxytocin is released into his bloodstream. Now for men, it acts as a relaxant. For women, you get it through communication, and that releases into your brain, and it stimulates you like a caffeine high, and you talk, and you can't stop talking, and you laugh, and you have a lot of fun. Well, for men, a lot of people are like, well, how do you open up men to a heart? The old folk tale or the old wives' tale, grandma says, oh, the way to a man's heart is through the stomach. Make him good food, feed him all the time. Not quite. It's a little bit farther south, a little bit lower. A man, literally, the doorway to a man's heart is through sex, through his groin. So after he has an orgasm, that chemical oxytocin is released into his bloodstream, and that relaxes his muscles. Once it pumps through his bloodstream and his muscles, he relaxes. And it feels really good. He's feeling emotionally fulfilling experience right now. And technically what happens when the blood goes up into his lower brain, it hits this artery that's restricted and it relaxes it once it hits it and it opens wide open, okay? And that allows the blood to flow up into his larger human brain, the left and right, but specifically it opens him up to his right emotional processor, because most men are very stuck in their linear, hey, how's it going? That's why men have this pointy look on their face all the time. They're kind of tight jaw, like, hey, how's it going? They shake hands firm and they point at you and stuff. That's linear, that's left brain. But once that oxytocin hits that brain, his eyes dilate, he opens up, his feelings open up, and now he's feeling good. And here's the thing, ladies. The last thing in the world that he wants to do is talk, because that'll put him back in his logical brain and that'll close him up again. He's just like, no. Here's the funny thing. The reason why men want to make love to women, they're not conscious of this, is so they can relax and open up. And they love this feeling. It feels great. It's this free-flowing feeling. So here's the deal. Guys, that's what women want from you, but they can't get it through sex. They can't go this way. It goes first mental, through logical communication, stimulated communication, and then she opens up emotional. And then once she gets that bowl fulfilled, called emotional fulfillment. Because when you hand a woman and say, I love you, you're important to me, it's like plunk, plunk. It's this bowl waiting to be filled up completely. You need hundreds, maybe even thousands of words. When you hand a woman a rose, you need to say something like, the reason I'm giving this to you is because I love you. And what that means is, you're the most important person in the world to me. And when I know that you're that important to me, it allows my heart to open up to you. And what that means is I can receive you fully and completely and connect with who you truly are on the inside. And what that means is, and on, there's an actual way to communicate your emotions in depth, in detail, in a way that she can receive and connect with and know that you love her. This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. The sun's going down. The lights in this room are fairly dim. It's kind of a relaxing cocktail room. So I'm going to get it going. But I will tell you this, ladies. Buy the book, Why Men Just Don't Get It. And then buy the second book. They're $7 each. Every Woman's Battle, the Need for Emotional Fulfillment. It's MikeKollin.com. And guys, I highly recommend you get in here and take 10 sessions from me minimum. You get 10 sessions in with me, your whole life will change. I guarantee it. You will understand women in a way that you never have in your entire life. Buy my book, Cracked Female Code, if you can't get in here right away. But I highly recommend you do one of the two. See you soon. This is Mike Colleen.